What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tony's Picks Look Ahead show here with yours truly, Vegas Hour. We're going to break down February 17th action here for Tuesday. Hope everybody had a great, wonderful President's Day holiday here on Monday. Hopefully you got some time off from work, are able to enjoy some of these games. Just put one play in tonight, and we lost by a half point. Brutal. Houston plus the 2.5 did not get it done. Could have won that game. Came down to the wire. A big shot made there by a couple big shots down the stretch made by Iowa State. Difference in that game. Big run there as well for them. Home court advantage to be expected, but I actually thought Houston could get that win for us. I'm not sweating it. I'm ready to move on here to February 17th action. We're going to make tomorrow winning day here. We got a good little college basketball slate we're going to talk about. We're going to talk a little UEFA Champions League as well today. Before we get into all this action here, do me a favor, like and subscribe. Link in the description as well. Takes you right on over to Tony'sPicks.com where our best bets are. All right, guys, we're going to start with college basketball today. Just about all we got here this time of the year. We got Michigan, Purdue. I'm seeing Michigan laying the 2.5 here on the road. Total 156.5. We got the number one team in the country here, the Michigan Wolverines. That's where I'm looking. Still a significant rebounding advantage, even with both front courts having plenty of size. Lendenberg and Morez Johnson, two of the best, forwards, I think, in all of college basketball. Just about, they're on that short list, top 5, top 10 here. I just like Michigan to get this done. A 10-game win streak since that Wisconsin upset. They do have Duke on deck. Don't get me wrong. Very interesting matchup there. But I think, Purdue on a 4-game win streak, but they were struggling there down the stretch. They lost, I remember, to Indiana. They have Indiana on deck as well. I think both teams focus on each other, though. This is a big top 10 matchup, obviously. A lot of Big Ten implications at stake here. I still think Michigan's the better team. They get this done on the road here. Last year, it was an 86-68 win for Michigan, and Michigan's nowhere near as good as they were last year. I'd argue Purdue taking a step back. Give me Michigan here, minus the 2.5 in this one. We got Villanova and Xavier. Villanova, the 4.5-point favorite on the road as well. Total 152.5. And I'm going to another road favorite here in Villanova. 5-game winning streak here for Nova. You look, last time these two teams played was last year. It also was a 12-point win for Nova. Couple different faces, don't get me wrong. Lindsey has not played good for Villanova as of late. I'm expecting a step up in production from him. Don't get me wrong, there's other pieces on this Villanova squad that can step up for us. The big man here, Duke Brennan, 21-12 last time out versus Creighton. He's averaging over 10.5 boards a game. I like the rebounding prop for Duke Brennan. Just recent performances. And then Tyler Perkins as well, another guard that can step up for us here on the road for Villanova. I just don't like what I've seen out of Xavier this year. Currently, as of late, 4-6 in their last 10 games. Again, a 13-12, 50-50 Xavier squad. Still a new coach, new system type thing going on there. Not fully in love with Xavier this year and not looking to back them, even getting 4.5 points at home. Give me the road favorite here, Villanova, to get this one done. Chalky here to open up this college basketball segment here. I'm going to Florida. Yes, I know it's a big number, and yes, I know they didn't cover a much smaller number versus Kentucky there at home. We were kind of hinting at a Kentucky cover. We gave the over out last time. Do I like the over in this one? I don't, because I think Florida may, keep South Carolina under 70 points, under 65 points. Last time these two teams played was about 3 weeks ago, 95-48. Florida shellacked them. South Carolina losers of 6 straight, 1-9 in their last 10. They absolutely have. I'm trying to. Oh my God, I can't speak. I'm trying to rag on Eli Ellis here. Any roster that guy's on, I'll gladly fade. We're looking at a 24-point dog for a reason. South Carolina is that bad. They have nobody that can match up with the bigs of Florida. Florida, again, I would argue, the best front court in the nation. I like an Illinois front court. There's some other Michigan's front court. There's some other big-time front court units, but I think Florida's right up there at the top. Look at this, number 1 in rebounding in the country, offensive and defensive rebounds. I think the advantage points clearly to Florida here, just about every single statistic outside of maybe free throws and turnovers. I'll give it to South Carolina. They're not too bad at that, but again, last time these two teams played, almost a 50-point win. You're talking for Florida here. I'm not going to overthink this one as well. I think Florida gets it done here big. I'll lay the 23.5 with the Gators. All right, we got another little interesting rivalry game here. North Carolina, NC State. North Carolina will be without Caleb Wilson, the highly touted freshman. That's a big piece gone. Again, leading scorer. And then you also look, their second leading scorer here, Henry Fassar, is also going to be out with an ankle injury. Played a big part in that loss there versus Miami. We were on Miami last time out. We like fading this fake Jordan squad. We see Jordan touching on little kids now. Don't want to do anything with North Carolina as of right now. Yes, I'll take NC State here. Yes, I'll lay the 6.5 points. Maybe because I'm a Tar Heel hater, but I don't like what I've seen out of this program this season. We got Wisconsin, Ohio State. What do we got here? Wisconsin minus the 1.5. Total 157.5. I'll be short and sweet with this one. I like Wisconsin to get this one done. Ohio State missing some key pieces. John Mobley's now out with a hand injury. You guys know I like this backcourt for Ohio State, but when they're fully healthy, and they're not. Brandon Noel's been missing time for quite some time now. A nice little forward piece as well for Ohio State. Almost all the statistics, three-point shooting, rebounds, turnovers, defensive rating, everything points to Wisconsin. It was a 92-82 win there January 31st this season, a 10-point win by Wisconsin there. I think they, even on the road, get this one done here. Again, John Mobley, a big piece not to have in. I do like a Bruce Thornton prop to go over on his scoring. If there's going to be a guy that kills us, it will be him. Maybe even a Christoph Tilly. Those two guys, a nice little 1-2 punch for Ohio State, but I still think they don't have enough when you look at what Wisconsin has. Give me Wisconsin here on the road in this one. All right, let me check the chat here before we get into UCLA, Michigan State. We got Sonny up in here. I ain't mad at the Houston game. I had the damn under. I lost on Houston, man. It is what it is. I'm not even upset because that kid had an amazing shot at the end. It is what it is. Yeah, the rebound at the end hurts. Taman Lipsey sucks. What can I say? Anybody betting on Iowa State clearly got lucky tonight. I can live with the Kansas loss. That was probably an Iowa State spot. This wasn't an Iowa State spot. They just purely got one rigged for them just so ESPN can show the yellow crowd and talk about how insane of a atmosphere it is. It's just a bunch of bullshit that happened tonight, if I'm being honest. Momia Slevic struggled tonight. Again, he's fraudulent. Don't think his game translates to the NBA. Taman Lipsey's fraudulent. The kid shoots 28% from three. I don't know. It was the other freshman here that killed us tonight. A couple guys made a couple big shots down the stretch for Iowa State. Fluke win. Houston has taken steps back. Don't get me wrong. Tread lightly with Houston, if I'm being honest. And then one more little thing from Sonny. I got a joke from Nebraska. How do you know the toothbrush was invented in Iowa? Because if it was anywhere else, it would be called a toothbrush, right? They only got one tooth up there in Iowa. That's the oldest joke in the book. All right, Sonny. We'll get to your Nebraska-Iowa game right after this one, actually. UCLA, Michigan State first, and then we'll get to that one there, Sonny. We got Michigan State minus the 9.5. Total 139.5. Again, this is UCLA's back-to-back road game spot. We took UCLA versus Michigan and got Drummond. I'm not looking to go to them again here. I think very, 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 very fraudulent. It's not even Mick Cronin's it is Mick Cronin's fault. He's the one who got these players in. He's taking full responsibility. Has outed his team several times this year, and his team hasn't showed up on the road on occasion, especially in these big spots. I don't see him showing up here. I like Michigan State again here. Who's the physical big guy up front for UCLA that's going to handle a Jackson Kohler? Bilodeau's not that type. Bilodeau's a stretch four, almost a Karl Anthony Towns-like big, even though he's not as tall as Cat. You get me, a stretch the floor, play Jaren Jackson Jr. type, plays out on the perimeter even though he's 6'10 or whatever. I'm not a big fan of Bilodeau. As far as in this specific matchup, I think Jackson Kohler, the more well-rounded big. Obviously, Michigan State, the highly touted guard, Jeremy Fears. And Sky Clark hasn't been so great, and haven't loved what I've seen out of UCLA as of late. And I have no problem going to the Michigan State Spartans here in this one. We'll lay the -9.5 here with the home team. All right, Sonny, let's talk about it. We got Nebraska. We got Iowa. I expect Nebraska to get this one done. Let's just be real. I look at Iowa. To me, they're just a kind of a one player, and now you're searching for the second option. Bennett Sturtz, 20 points per game, and then the next leading scorer is 10 points per game here. Tavion Banks, who's had some nice moments. Don't get me wrong. Tavion Banks is not a terrible second option, but you look, this Fogurius, not in love with the big man here. Really, really not. What is he averaging? 8 points a game, 4 rebounds a game as a almost 7-footer. Just not in love with Iowa's real talent on the roster this season. They've mixed and matched. They've done some solid things to go 18-7 this year. I wouldn't complain being a Hawkeye fan. I think Nebraska's too much here. Again, starting to pick things back up, starting to get back healthy again. This front court should be able to handle business here against Iowa. I expect this one to be a routing here. Give me the Cornhuskers in this one. All right. Sanford going back to Iowa and putting it on them. That's another angle. Yep, that's another angle. So, yes, I like Nebraska tomorrow. We should get this one done, Sonny. All right, we got Texas Tech, Arizona State. I believe the final game of the night I'll be talking about. Again, a short and sweet card. I like tomorrow's card, though. Plenty of action for us to make some money on. We got, Texas Tech here, the 8.5-point favorite on the road. Total, 154.5. Texas Tech blew them out last year, 85-57. Not in love with this Arizona State program under Coach Hurley these past couple of years. It's been a nightmare, so to speak. A whole lot better Arizona State squads have come through here. You look at this one, Texas Tech off of their biggest win, really, of the season, upsetting number 1 Arizona like that. I could argue this is a letdown spot. And again, they did whoop up on them last year. I know that a lot of these players weren't on that squad, but they still see that, and it's really easy to overlook this opponent, especially, you got Kansas State on deck. Kind of an easy stretch of games here, fresh after that rough slate they were having to go through, a Kansas, a Colorado, Arizona. Some tough games. They had to Houston. They had to play there the last 5 or 6 games or so for Texas Tech. Step down in competition. These teams like to play to the level of competition. You know what I'm saying? 8.5 points, 9.5 points. Still very likely they could cover this. Don't get me wrong. But I just this was just straight gut feeling. Arizona State did play with Arizona earlier this year as well. I think Arizona State can keep this one close, plus the 9. Arizona State Sun Devils at home here in this one. I wasn't going to get out of here without giving you guys some UEFA Champions League soccer picks here. We're going to be short and sweet with these, though. What do you call it? Galaratse and Juventus. I'm going with this Victor Osimhen, anytime goal. 6 UEFA League games, 6 goals. Again, nice attacking striker here for them. I think Galaratse has the upper hand in this one as well. Last time these two teams met back in 2013, so it's hard to do any recent, head-to-head meetings here. But this is just strictly off of offensive numbers, the attacking, especially Osimhen, like I said, the guy who's a prop I'm trying to touch here. Give me Galaratse, again, a plus money price here, plus 230 on the money line. You can hit them, I believe it's minus 140 on the double chance. Either way, I'm looking at Galaratse in here. All right, next game up, we have AS Monaco taking on PSG. If you look, Monaco did win the most recent meeting, and that was back in November of 2025. So not too long ago, Monaco got the 1-0 win. I could see this one being a chippy game as well. PSG, as of late, hasn't been playing great. Just one outright win out of their last 5 matchups. I can see Monaco playing tight here in this one. And this one, you get plus 500 on the money line. Again, a plus 150 on the double chance with Monaco. That's where I'm looking. All right, we got Benfica and Real Madrid. Benfica got it done, actually. This was maybe a week and a half ago or 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks ago here. January 28th, 4-2 win for Benfica. I don't know if they can do it again. I expect Mbappe's absolute best. 13 goals in this season here. Expect Kylian Mbappe goal. I'm sure that's juiced, but maybe you want to go 2+ goals with him. Expect a big performance here. A revenge spot for Real Madrid, who has not played well. Loss, win, loss, win, loss in the last 5 games. 3 or 2 and 3 outright. Benfica playing better as of late, but we know Real Madrid's the better squad. A minus 110 price just for them to get that revenge win. I like it. I'm going to go to Real Madrid here in this one at the minus 110 price. All right, one more final game to talk about here. I do have Borussia Dortmund and Atalanta here. I'm going Borussia Dortmund plus the 110 price. Fade Atalanta at all costs. Both teams losers of 2 straight here. I just like the Dortmund attacking squad here, especially Guirassy. He's a big-time scorer. Another prop guy I might touch. Maybe to score points. Again, these 2 teams haven't met since 2018. Atalanta, not a big fan of coming out of the Italian league. This one's strictly just a line read type play. A plus 110 price is not too bad. I think Borussia Dortmund can get this one done outright. Give me the plus 110 price here with them. All right, guys, there you have it. I covered some UEFA Champions League and a couple of college basketball games for you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Let's make tomorrow a winning day, guys. Peace.